Hey, edgelords, thanks so much for tuning in on your internet tuner. We want you to hit subscribe. Isn't that right, Robby?
That's right. That way you'll get the episodes as they come out every single Wednesday.
You need it, and you want it.
Oh,
Too soon.
my God.
Yes. Yes.
I was in a cuck stupor.
Well, that's your regular state of being, I would
And
say.
then this song kicked on, and I decided it's a good time to be part of the
Edgelords! Oh my God, brutally blown. Absolutely
No,
blown.
I
We're
think
keeping it, but it's blown.
I think we got it just under
No,
the wire.
I saw you started talking really fast. You realized what was happening, and you tried to save it, and it was just too late.
I think we got it.
Nothing could be done.
I think we got
It's
it.
too late. You know, we're going to take a hit on sponsors for that. It's those little mistakes where they're not going
chip
to come
away.
back. They're going to
Good
say,
chip away.
this is amateur hour.
It's a competitive business.
Yeah, that's true.
This podcast world, and you got to be on point.
You can't mess it up.
Nope.
You can't mess it up. You got to hit your marks. You got to hit your cues.
Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah, you should feel shamed. You should feel embarrassed. You should feel small. You should feel weak. You should feel emasculated. You should feel little.
My steady state.
Yes, you should feel basically normal.
That's my my yoga chakra. All those things.
I feel small.
I feel small.
I feel emasculated.
I feel emasculated.
I feel weak.
I feel weak. That's why I get in the zone.
Yeah, no, it works for you.
Mantra.
It's a method. It's a method, and it works.
This week in edging.
Big week for me. My first week of being 40 years old.
Congratulations. You
Yes.
made it. You made it this far.
I did.
And how are you feeling?
I feel young. I feel spry. My hip hurts, but other than that,
What happened to your hip?
Well, I do have a hip injury that I've been dealing with, but I exasperated it by doing something else. The other night, it was I stayed out too late drinking with my dogs.
Uh-huh.
You know my dogs.
No, your dogs. You got to stay out late with them.
When my dogs want me to.
When the dogs are barking, you got to go.
Yeah, you know, I got like honestly, I have one no in me.
Uh-huh.
If I'm like I gotta go,
Got it. Yeah.
and then and they go, come on, I can say no.
Yes.
But if they say come on, I'm like, all right.
Yes, if you're ever interrogated by the police, you're super easy.
Yeah. So, it's like the first weekend where bars are open late. I never really stayed out for the past few years. I used to stay out till 4 a.m. all the time, like a long time ago. But the past few years,
All the time? You stay till 4 a.m. all the time a long time ago?
I would hang out at bars at least like twice a week, 3 times a week,
twice a week
till
is
4
good.
in the morning.
Yeah. If you're doing 7 nights a week till 4 in the
No,
morning,
but there was
there's
like
problems.
my late 20s. I was, you know, when I lived in New York, it was like 3 nights a week. I'm staying out till 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I don't do that anymore. But now the pandemic is over, and I'm like,
You're celebrating a little
Yeah,
bit. You're getting back out there.
I was out till I left the bar at 4.
Okay.
So I walk. You know, by the time I get home, it was like 4:45. But anyway, so I ride the subway home,
Mhm.
and I reach my destination.
Yes.
I leave the subway. The doors close. I notice that the exit door, like the staircase I need to use
Yep.
that's closest to my home,
Yes.
is way at the opposite end of the platform.
Okay. Yep. This is a thing that happens. Okay.
And so then you know, I have to walk basically the equivalent of like a block
Uh-huh.
underground.
Yes.
And I remember 10, 12 years ago,
Uh-huh.
I saw some like New York kids
Uh-huh.
do this. And sort of like
Do what? What is
like
this?
like parkour type kids.
Uh-huh.
And what they did is they when the subway started moving again,
Yes.
they jumped on the little tiny ledge where the door frame
To
is
catch a ride.
to catch
Yeah.
a ride
Yes.
to where the staircase, and then you hop off before you
Yes.
go in the tunnel.
And a lot of people do call you Graham the New York Kid.
The New York Kid, Parkour K.
Hardcore K, yeah. They do call you that, so I think I know where this story's going.
Yes, and in my drunken,
How drunk were you?
I mean, not crazy, but
It's 4 a.m. and you've been drinking.
it's 4 a.m. and I don't like to get too smashed. I definitely do sometimes, but I don't. I was buzzed. I wasn't slurring or wobbling or anything.
Is that, you feel like that's a fair, safe assessment? Because I know if I'm hitting closing time at a bar, it's tough to maintain buzzed through a 4 a.m. closing time. Generally, if you're there at 4 a.m., you might be a little beyond buzz.
I'm a little bit okay. I'll concede.
Okay,
I'm a little beyond buzz.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely a little beyond buzz because I am making this next decision.
Yes. Okay, this is what I'm getting at as well.
And so I have this false confidence.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like Superman.
Yes.
And I'm like, I can do that. And then I jump on the little ledge as it takes off.
Uh-huh.
And I was honestly, I think my plan was to literally do it for 2 seconds as a little lark.
Yes.
And I jump on it and I press my fingers against the door frame to steady myself because the ledge isn't wide enough.
Yes.
And boy, does that thing get going quick.
Fast. It moves, yeah.
And I really, I feel like it was on there for 3-4 seconds.
Yes.
And we were at a clip.
I'm stressed out. I am strict because the risk reward of this move is so incredibly dumb.
There is
the reward.
Almost no reward.
The reward is you move 1 block worth of distance.
Yes.
In close to the same time you would have done walking, maybe 10 seconons less.
I'm gonna say almost 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look.
A minute.
Let's say you save 50 seconds.
Sure.
And the risk factor is death potentially.
Death
is very possible here.
Yes.
Between something happening and falling between the tracks, just trying to get off of a train that's
It'd be
moving
hard
fast.
to fall in between. And what I think would happen is you would hit the wall where the tunnel starts.
Well, I think you can fall
and break a shoulder.
Your ankle gets caught in between.
I'm thinking about that too. Rip off your ankle.
So there's that. There is the fact that it was just a weird design flaw of the New York City subway is that you've got the subway doors, and then about 2.5 feet from them are the sustaining the poles, the structural poles, which those are a death trap.
There was no poles in this one.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah,
definitely
no. I believe that I would not have done it. I'm quite certain if there was poles. The support,
I don't know if that
support beams.
Graham, the New York kid,
the New York parkour K. And so I get on this thing and it's like, wee! I'm like, and I watch a lot of skateboard. I follow Thrasher on Instagram.
You're still young and cool.
And there are a lot of bails on there.
Yes.
And skateboarders have a specific way of bailing. And I was thinking, I'll bail like them. And I just jumped off and I got I know I'm not going to be able to sustain, I'm not going to be able to jump off and and catch myself running. There's no way I can get my legs moving that quick.
Yeah.
And so I jump off and I was like, I can get 2 legs, 2 plants, 2 steps.
1, 2. Yeah.
And then I'll do a barrel roll. And that's what I did. And
you successfully pulled off the barrel roll?
Yes. I have a bruise on my right hip though.
God, I wish I'd been there to see any of this.
I got up just smiling and laughing and embarrassed because I know that people were riding the train and they just saw a guy get through the window of the door, just and then do a barrel roll. And they're probably all like, what in the fuck was that?
How long were you actually riding this train?
3-4 seconds tops.
Yes. Yeah. This is unbelievably dumb, and I absolutely love it.
It was so stupid, and I just, I was embarrassed and laughing and thinking, you're 40, and I got home and and then I woke up the next morning, and the first thing I thought about was all of the ways I could have seriously hurt myself.
Yes. Or killed yourself.
And killed myself, and just thought about what the fuck am I doing? And this I think about it maybe ever since it's been 2 days. I think about it twice a day. Going what?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yes. Yeah. No, that was incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
You should be saying that. You should. Your parents should be saying that. And speaking of parents, Graham.
Yes.
It is a big weekend coming up. Tell the people what weekend it is.
Father's Day is coming up.
That's right.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Listeners.
Yes.
And fathers.
Yeah, and fathers.
Yes. We have a sponsor, and they contacted us. They said, "Hey, we want to get in contact with all the sons and dads out there. You have the you have a male Gen Z audience.
We sure do. We're hip. We're cool. We're masculine.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so all alpha males and all Gen Z is our audience.
If you're not an alpha, turn off the podcast right now."
And so they came to us and were like, "Can you please put this on? We'll give you whatever money you want."
Yes.
And so we accept it because we also believe in this product. So we're excited for this new sponsor. It's like I said, it's Father's Day weekend, and our sponsor knows just what Dad wants, don't they, Robby?
They sure do, because it's tough to shop for Dad, right? He's got all the socks and ties he could ever want.
Absolutely.
But let's give him the thing he needs.
The chance to absolutely unload on his wife without any repercussions.
That's right. Yes, Model Wife will send a lifelike replica of his wife to your house for him to scream at for hours on end.
Mm-hmm. Model wives are completely customizable with haircuts, races, and creeds.
They're made from the same silicone used in high-quality Eastern European sex dolls.
Order Dad a model wife now, and he can spend Father's Day berating his beautiful bride.
I know what I'd say.
I know Dean's loud, but he's a good guy.
Not during the game!
Why can't I have a man cave? This whole house is a woman hole.
You fucking bitch!
You took my best years too.
Oh, Magic Mike's wife probably gave him time to go to the gym.
Yes, it does bother me that you make more money than me. Are you happy?
Oh, I'd have gotten a promotion too if my boss wanted to fuck me.
Maybe I don't want to watch my sodium.
So go to modelwife.hu and upload 60 pictures of your wife.
Mm-hmm. And a team of Hungarian artisans will ship Model Wife to your door by Father's Day.
By Father's Day. It's going to get there in record time. So
Yes.
do that. And Dad's going to love this.
He's going to love it.
Dad is going to absolutely love this. And
Yes.
Mom could use the break
Yes.
too. Who are we kidding,
You
right?
can't. Mom needs a break.
Mom
Send him in
needs
the
a
basement.
break. He gets in
Let
there
him
with the model
unload.
wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that gives Mom plenty of time to, work out with her personal trainer.
Yes, her personal trainer, Hugo.
Yes. Hugo. Good looking guy.
Hands,
Handsome man.
thighs.
Yes. Well,
I think it's time for a guest.
I think
Speaking
it's
of
time for a
which,
guest, too.
it's time for a guest.
it is time for a guest.
We got a great guest.
We got a great one. I'm excited
for
to
this
have
one.
her. Let's bring her on.
Let's bring her in, Sid.
Okay, we're here with a fantastic guest.
Yes, we are.
I love her so much. We go way back in comedy together, back to my LA days. She has an album called Woke Bully, which is fantastic. You should listen to it. She was a multiple-time guest on At Midnight. She's been on Lights Out with David Spade. She's done stand-up on HBO's Two Dope Queens and Night Train on Starz, and she's here for us right now.
Yes, Lord. Welcome, Daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marcella, yes. Marcella Arguello, how are you?
Here I am. That was a great intro. Thank you. People usually do not get all. I think as comics, you think we know what credits we want as their introduction, but some people just get it wrong.
Some people get it way wrong, but
Yeah. Some people are like, they get some bio from 10 years ago. And
Yeah,
like, you can find him at coffee shops writing around
It's
Brooklyn.
really
You're just
just-
like, oh, kill myself.
Yeah, you're just like, it's like I did shit like 3 months ago. You don't want to mention that?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't. You are right. Whatever. But thank you. I'm so excited to be here and talk shit and be mean.
perfect. Yeah, it's
Kill
funny.
us.
Before this started, Graham was like, I don't know Marcella personally, but I know she has a reputation for being mean.
Yeah.
Which is
I
pretty
do.
amazing that you've crafted that.
I know. It's really funny too, because I'm just like, it's not even that I'm mean. It's that like people hate the truth.
It's honest. Yeah, you're honest, which in show business is mean.
If you're a woman,
Mean,
that's...
yeah. And if you're a woman,
yeah.
you're a
Shrill.
cunt.
Shrill.
Yes.
Yes, shrill is the word.
Yes.
Well, 'cause-
Aggressive is the word that people use on me that I'm just like, ma'am, you're a bitch too. You just use different language.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're also, and you're. I know. I happen to think you're a sweetheart, but that's me.
I think I am a sweetheart. It's just you got to take the sweet with the sour.
If you tell anyone in any of the arts, and I don't like calling comedy an art, but that like something they did was anything other than incredible, then they're insulted. If you get just like the slightest thing below like perfect, they're like, well, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah. They really hate you for that. And I'm not really built for bullshitting,
It's better in any art, I'm going to call it an art, or anything media related to not play both sides, to have a strong opinion. If people hate you, you'll be more successful. Everyone,
that's true.
I think that is true. And everyone likes me. I waited a long time for the subway today.
That was a really good setup for that. It was worth it.
It was well done.
I was like, where the fuck is he going with this nonsense? This fucking TED Talk. All right.
All right, Marcella. So first thing we need to do, as with our guests on the Edgelords, we need to assess how edgy you are.
Okay.
And we do that through our segment. We're going to judge you on your edginess. We're going to grade you between 1 and 5 kettlebells of edginess.
Okay.
And you want 5. Are we ready to kick this thing off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Edgy, light.
So wow. So wait. So 1 is like Gondelman and 5 is like Louis Gomez or some shit.
Yeah, that is, Gondelman's been on this and he magically pulled out 5 kettlebells. But if we're going by more of a real world rating, yes.
That's a great
Josh
metric.
Gondelman is probably negative 30 kettlebells.
Yes.
And Louis J. Gomez is in federal prison.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, so let's kick you off.
Which
Here
is
we
good.
go. Which is good.
Which is
where
really
you want to
cool.
be.
Yeah.
Marcella,
Where
we
we wanna
start
be.
every edgy lightning round with the holy trinity of questions. What is your favorite drug, cigarette brand, and alcohol?
My favorite drug. I mean, I take edibles to sleep, so that's not cool.
I take
will
edibles to sleep.
I did it last night.
Yeah, so we think it is
Yeah.
cool. Over on this side of the
okay.
table, we're saying that's pretty cool.
I woke up
So
with
it's-
brain fog. Hell yeah.
And I'm eager to do mushrooms again. That's like I think that I just hold it on such a pedestal. But I don't do cocaine. I've never done cocaine, so I'm not that cool girl.
You gotta ride the snake. Give it a shot.
Give it a
Come
try.
on.
Wait, when you do mushrooms, is that like a Joshua tree thing for you, or is that just like wherever you are? Yes.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, even when I smoke weed, I can't be around people. I can't be around like a lot of anything because my brain it goes crazy. So I have to be like secluded. And I do like the Joshua Tree trip. That's really fun. I like the heat. What can I say? I like to be in a pool. I like the heat.
I did it. I think one of the last times I did mushrooms was at Joshua Tree, and we got an Uber to Joshua Tree because we didn't want to drive home.
Wow.
Well, we were in the town, so it was like
Oh! I was like, Jesus,
From
weed.
LA.
What the-
Yeah.
we got from the town Joshua Tree to the park, which is like a 10-minute drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and but then when we got there, our cell phones didn't work, so I couldn't order an Uber back.
Oh, right.
And
Oh,
no one would give us a drive
no.
back. So and the walk would have taken like 4 hours through the
Oh, my
mountains.
God.
There's no sidewalks.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
The sun started to go down, and we started to panic because no one would give us a ride.
And
I'm
you're all still kind of high on mushrooms?
yeah, it's like me and my ex and I, and we're very high on mushrooms. We're
Yeah.
peaking, and I'm like, we're gonna have to walk back. Be careful of snakes, and
Oh my
we'll walk
God.
against the traffic so we won't get hit. And try not to get bit by a snake. We're just gonna be a horrible long walk. And I was like, and then I thumbed it, and the second car picked us up, and it was like a bunch of 18-year-old Marines. Like that were from the middle of nowhere, and their like world view was so small, and they were super religious, and we were like really trippy. And at one point, we were like driving, and one kid goes, they say in the Bible these Joshua trees only come at the entrance to heaven or the entrance to hell. You choose which one we're at.
Whoa.
We were just like,
I would love
don't kill me.
for this whole thing to be that you never even got picked up by the first Uber.
Yeah.
You were just in a parking lot in the town.
We're just tickling each other.
That's a wild story. You were with your lady at the time, you said?
Yeah.
Wow, what a dumb woman that is to make that kind of a decision. She
To
didn't
be
go,
with me,
"I don't
and
know."
then 2 years later,
It's like a lot of. She just made a lot of bad choices. It sounds like.
Accept a first date with me.
Yeah. And only I got out of the car. She stayed with the Marines.
Yeah, yep. She's still.
It's like it's gangbang central.
She loves it. She absolutely. She sends me a lot of pictures and
For small-minded religious guys, they're very open-minded sexually.
Yes, and very fit.
Oh, what a nightmare.
And favorite alcohol. You owe us favorite alcohol.
I'm a tequila girl. Espolón is my go-to because it's like it's at an okay price point and it's easy to drink. So.
Yep.
And I don't smoke cigarettes. Sorry.
Well, you have to.
Well, we are a marble family, though. We still have, my dad smoked marble. I can't even say it.
No one can.
Marbles?
Marlboro.
You're
yeah.
not the
You're
you're the
like
third
the fifth
person
who can't say it. Yeah.
Marble Bros.
Marlboro.
My dad smoked Marlboro, so he would always have the Marble miles, and so we had like hella merch.
Awesome.
We would like walk around all our marble gear, and we had my mom just pulled out the Murmur umbrella for the dogs. It's really funny.
Oh, he actually
Just like-
cashed in the points. Almost no one manages to cash in the points. That's
Oh, we
it's
got
dedication.
All kind. We got jackets, backpacks, hats. We had
Yeah.
everything. My dad. I mean, and we were like, okay, I'll wear that. I mean, they were like, it was actually like really good
that
quality
stuff is cool. Yeah, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's actually cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did your dad wear like cowboy hats?
Not cowboy. I mean, he had like not a cowboy hat, but the style of a cowboy hat, with like those straw
Oh, I
cowboy
gotcha.
hat
Yeah.
type thing. But he wore all kinds of hats. He wore all of them: bucket hats, fedora. He wore every type of hat. He was a hat man.
Hat guy.
Sounds cool.
Love a good hat guy. All right.
Marcella, what is your best tat? Your favorite tat, your best tattoo, and you have to have one.
I actually, to commemorate 2020 with my friends that I spent most of 2020 with, we got slices of pizza.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you could see
Yep.
it.
Oh, yeah, there it is. We're going to blur this out for Wiki Feet. We'll just
Yeah,
get the
I tried
slice
to
in
not
there.
get my toe in it. So
Yeah,
that
you
can't
did a good
exploit
job.
This. This isn't my first time.
You're a
showing
pro.
my feet. I am a pro.
You're a pro.
I know what they're up to.
Yeah.
Fucking size 13. You think they don't want to see up close? I know they do.
You're a size 13.
I'm like a 12 and a half. I always just say 13 because
Yeah,
both
that's
of
a
my
real-
feet are a different size.
That's a prize on Wiki Feet. Wiki Feet is fucking
That-
creepy,
It is.
by the way.
It's
It
invasive.
is.
It's invasive.
Doesn't know. It's so gross.
I-
I just find it funny though, like whenever I because sometimes I'll want to show off my pedicure on my IG stories, and I'll try to like do something weird, like spread my toes all funny to be like, hey, here you go, guys, on Wiki Feet,
Yeah,
this
which
one's for you.
I guarantee they like that more. They're like,
I know they do.
my tongue can fit in there. Oh.
What's crazy is like the speed that stuff ends up on Wiki Feet. Like it goes from
within
a post
seconds. How do you
to
know the
on
speed?
Wiki Feet. I read an
It's
article about it.
crazy. I noticed that too, though. I did notice
I
that.
see it.
if
I
post a
upload it.
tweet- They do. They'll screenshot it within like 45 seconds. I've seen it
These
on my
people
own
waiting.
page.
So I just to make you feel better that it's not just women. I don't know that would make you feel better, but we're
Yeah, this makes me feel worse, you idiot.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
yeah, I don't know.
My feet are also, they're disgusting. They're on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're rated perfect
Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to hear this at all.
They love whacking off to my feet. No, but there was like a big scandal. I'm from Canada. The big scandal in the Canadian comedy scene because there was a comedian up there that tricked a bunch of young white
Tricked is
guys.
a very apropos word to use.
He did trick. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
His name is
Wait.
Trix. He's like
I love this story.
TRIXX.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the story to unfold.
Can you tell the story? Is that like
Well, you keep interrupting.
Well, so you
Yeah,
I just don't know if Canadian comics are like, please don't tell the story of how
Robbie, I
foolishly
hate you
was
so
duped.
much right now.
I'm sorry.
It was a huge Facebook post, so it was like the most public thing ever. It was the biggest Facebook. It was like the Toronto comedy Facebook scene, and
Okay.
it was like, it was like national news. Anyway, so somebody posted, "Hey, has anyone anyone else has Trix promised them an Xbox and to take pictures of their feet? Then you never got the Xbox.
Oh my god!
And then it was like, yes, yeah. It was like white guys all over Canada were like, yes, 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 yes. And then I remember being like, my first ever road gig was with him, and he was like, yeah, I know some producers at MTV Canada. They're looking for like a host. You'd be good for it. You want to do a screen test? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you gotta. And I'm very dumb. I'm very. I just believe people. And I was wearing like slides with no socks, and he was like, you gotta like read this, and then to show that you can read teleprompter, it's like a mental trick. You gotta like wiggle your toes. I thought it was like one of these kind of things, like multitasking. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, and I was like, all right. I mean, you never think, the guy's gonna be jacking off. You never,
See, that's the difference between men and women.
Yeah.
Like women know, like as soon as you hear, oh yeah, we're gonna do something, it's like, no,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
extra.
Right.
Like
Right.
we've dealt with this shit since we were children. So like so at the beginning to hear, and so many guys fell for that is so funny to
Yeah.
me because it's like, yeah, you did because you're not used to being objectified that way, so you don't know the red flags. That's fucking hilarious.
He
I mean,
fooled a bunch
sorry,
of Canadian
but
comes, and like
that's so funny.
for dumb young men, an Xbox is the perfect bait as
it's
well.
so perfect.
Yeah.
I wasn't even. He knew the predators
even
know
need to
what
give
the
you the
victim
bait.
wants.
Yeah.
I was like,
they
I want to
do.
be a VJ. And then he was like, I want to be the world's first time 30-year-old VJ.
I mean, when we started this podcast, I told Graham I need a podcast host. I need to know their feet are clean, and Graham
Oh
sent me
my God.
hundreds of pictures.
I had them on
from
file,
all angles.
on a folder.
So funny.
And I was like, okay. But anyway, so I thought that I knew that something was amiss, like a couple times when I texted him, and I was like, and you're back from the producer. He's like, no. And I was like, nah, he got me. I thought him and the other guy were making fun of me. He was like, look at what I got this fucking dumb white boy to do. And I was like, nah, he got me. Good. That's a good prank.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it for 2 years. Then I saw this Facebook
my
post, and I was like, he
God.
was jacking off.
Welcome to womanhood, Graham. You're officially a woman after that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
I've
hero.
also been a waiter at a gay restaurant, and I've been lured.
You've been objectified.
My butt's been grabbed,
You
and I've been
knew what
lured.
you were getting into.
Yeah, you get those
I'm a
tips.
victim blame on that one. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
but
on you. Good looking man. You take that job. You know what you're doing.
I liked it.
All right, Marcella, there is a big debate flying around in the woke communities between Latina, Latino, and Latinx. Do you prefer the term comedian or comic X?
I prefer the term bitch. That's this next bitch
This
coming
next
to the
bitch.
stage. Yeah, that's how I prefer.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I like to say, are you guys ready for a lady? Regardless of the sex of the comic
That's
I'm bringing
smart.
up next.
She is a beautiful lady.
She is a beautiful lady.
You guys are going to really enjoy her.
You ready to change the energy in the room? Ugh.
Change the energy.
That's what some people say.
It's just funny too, because when you hear that intro, like the next woman coming to the beautiful lady coming to the stage, what's funny about it is that like women roll their eyes because they're just like, I can't believe that he's, and then guys roll their eyes because like, we don't want to see this.
Yeah, nobody likes
Nobody's
it.
winning.
Yeah.
Nobody's winning when you hear that intro.
She's going to menstruate on me.
Oh, gross.
I will say the worst thing about being a woman in comedy is starting your period on stage. Has happened like 3 times to me, and I'm like, this is the worst thing. Like no one knows.
yeah.
This is like,
Yeah.
it's awful.
That is untalked about. That is brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
I
even
was
do? You just power through.
You just have to hope. You just have to hope.
Yeah.
I will not wear a white pant if I think my period is near.
Yeah.
But like, cause I'm always like in a dark pant, when I'm on stage usually, but man, every now and again, you just like, oh, let me just not do an act out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a guy who's crapped his pants twice.
On stage?
That's right.
On stage?
Yeah.
How?
He keeps eating old green room food
Oh, God.
that he finds in the fridge.
What, did he continue with his set?
He left. It's a famous story in Canadian comedy. He left the stage. He took
What is going on in Canada?
Yeah, what is happening?
It
there?
is just
just foot picks and
there's a
shitting
lot
on stage.
of. We got our own. We're a dark place.
Yeah.
And he crapped his pants on stage. Walked. He was like called the host back up. Walked through the audience with poopy pants. Went to the bathroom. Did whatever he had to do. And then he called the host back off the stage and went back up and finished his headline set and didn't address
Oh my God.
that he just
Oh, that is
and everyone knew.
fucking gross. That's super gross. I feel like if men got periods, it'd be like farting. The way like men are like proud of like their loud farts,
Yeah.
so they'd just like do it on stage and be like, "Whoa, we got a real gusher tonight, folks." You know,
Yeah.
it's really coming
I
down.
have a bit about that. I fully believe that if men got their periods, the bathrooms would look like a goddamn massacre.
Oh.
I mean, you guys would be so disgusting. Like, they're already covered in piss. you
Such
know?
a good point.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
Oh, I don't like
it'd
that.
be like a Civil War hospital tent in there.
You guys would play practical jokes on each other, like to just throw it. Ugh, oh, bro, is it your second day? What the fuck?
Just writing graffiti in blood.
Yeah, for a good time with your own period blood. Gross.
Yep.
I have seen the word shit written out of shit on a bathroom stall.
That's fun.
That's kind of
funny.
artsy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
got
that's
Andy
commitment.
Warhol quality to
I
it.
looked at it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's how long it took me.
That's art. Hey-o.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry about all that. Here we go. Marcella, a lot of UFOs out there these days. Would you prefer the UFOs to be aliens or China, and why?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I would prefer China because then I know I'd be bigger than everybody. Because with aliens, I don't
Yes.
know. You know, being 6'2", it's like,
Yeah.
you know, anything can happen with alien. We know the aliens are kind of lanky, so they could be very big, and I think that would be kind of scary to be overpowered by an alien like that.
We'd
So
all
I'd
be
say
women.
China.
Fair. I like that answer. I it was well thought out. I agree
good
with
answer.
it. All right.
Yep.
Marcella,
Oh my God, how many did I get?
we're still going. We got a few
Oh
more.
God. Oh my God. Okay.
This
This is a 3-hour
We call it a
podcast.
lightning round, but it's kind of long. Stand and Deliver or Dangerous Minds?
Dangerous Minds because I've never seen Stand and Deliver.
You've never seen Stand and Deliver.
I don't watch a lot of movies. That's the truth. And the only reason I watched Dangerous Minds is because, you know, it was the 90s and like that was cool. I just liked Coolio.
Yeah. No,
That song was
First
fire.
of all, Dangerous Minds is the right answer. It's the better movie.
Okay.
But if you want like a great time capsule of East LA school turning these kids around,
I don't
you're not
want
going to beat
that.
it with well.
Okay.
You don't want to feel
missing out.
I
sad?
believe it.
You're missing out. Lou Diamond Phillips, a young Lou Diamond Phillips, really charismatic, jumps
People
off the
like
screen.
him a lot for some reason.
Okay, Dangerous
I think
Minds.
he looks like a turtle.
He does look kind of like a turtle.
I can't picture him. All I can picture is feet.
Picture a turtle with feet. That's Lou Diamond Phillips.
That made me laugh, just picturing a turtle with feet.
There you go.
Little guy walking around.
Little
Hello.
tiny- yeah.
Size 13.
with tricks, taking pictures from the bushes.
I like it's my
Look at that
dream turtle. He has a turtle in an aquarium, and he puts it's those little plastic hands you put on your fingers.
Little feet.
He has little feet, and he puts them on the turtle.
Wait, so what happened with Trix?
He was like,
Banished from the community?
he said that it was racist, a racist attack,
That's funny.
and he
That's such a smart move sometimes
Yeah.
if you're, you know, getting
was-
attacked by white people. You're like, are you racist? And people are just like, is that? I guess so.
I guess so.
They don't even know. People don't know how to navigate that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
What's Trix's ethnicity?
I believe well he's African. His parents are from Africa. I'm gonna say Nigerian, but I don't. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Black people in Canada, you just say black people, right? You don't say African Canadian.
Yeah,
Just say black people.
yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think Graham wants to answer that question.
Doesn't roll off the tongue well.
What? African Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcella, who would you rather fuck, Mario, Luigi, or Toad?
Wow, that's a great question.
I got good questions today, dog.
Mario, Luigi, or Toad? I mean, wow, I don't know. I mean, can I give them all a go around and then make my decision?
That's a good
I
question.
love that answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Look, you know
Yeah.
what it is? I don't have any preferences for like, I don't have like a type. So like, I'm like, well, Mario, I mean, cause he's short, he's going to be eager to please, you know? Luigi's kind of tall and kind of lanky. So he's probably packing, you know, but he's not gonna have any moves. Cause when they're packing, they're not very good. And then Toad is just like, you don't know what you're going to get. That's just going to be fun. And a little bouncy, you know?
Yeah, Toad is the mystery box. He's the little surprise. He could be
is.
anything. Yeah.
He can get in my mystery box. Oh, I like it.
That's a great answer. That's a really great answer.
Yep.
Okay. Marcella, who would you rather fight? The lady who killed Selena or
Or who? 'Cause I say
Hilaria,
her or-
Hilaria Baldwin?
The lady who killed Selena. Are you kidding me? I don't give a fuck about Hilaria Baldwin. Like, good for her. She's just scamming white folks. I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
fair.
bother me.
She's up for parole in 2025.
I know, we know. I've seen a lot of TikToks where people are like, this is what I'm going to do when I see Yolanda. on the
Yolanda's
streets.
going to get it on the streets.
She is. She's going to have to like go into hiding or something. Or
Yeah.
just leave. I don't know.
She's going to have to
She's
stay in
gonna be-
prison.
She's probably safer in prison.
Yeah.
It's about to be, ooh. I don't want to see that bitch.
Well, we're still talking about Hilaria Baldwin, right?
Oh, that's
She wishes.
People have real bloodlust for Yolanda. They want to get this
Of
lady.
course we do.
Yeah.
Was she the maid or
No, she was the head of the president of like the fan club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like a little helper, you know?
Yeah.
She just was obsessed.
right?
You should really not be asking if somebody was the maid if they're Latino. That's just, you sound like every television writer. Oh, another audition for a maid? I guess that's because I'm Latina.
But Selena
Are you
was a
African
maid.
Latin?
Why would a maid have a maid? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why would a maid have a maid? It's that Arrested
you.
Development when she goes to the Latin Grammys and she's like, a room full of waiters and no and no drinks.
That Lucille.
And they're all
You
wearing
sound, Graham.
tuxedos.
That's how you sound.
Yeah, you're
I
Lucille
can't
Bluth.
help it.
You're Lucille Bluth.
All right. Favorite way to shred your bod?
Oh, I hate exercising. No. Next question.
I like the answer.
Oh, I'm 2 for 3.
2 for 3. All right. All right. This one is an important one. We only got 2 left, so savor these.
Okay.
Your favorite all-time babe can be a man or a woman. Your choice.
I guess Rihanna, if it can be a man or a woman. Rihanna is a babe.
Real big.
Anna is a babe.
I mean, she isn't just. I mean, she isn't just a pretty face. She is she has that thin body that looked really good when it was thin, and then she gained some weight, and she fucking
I was just gonna
embraced
say.
it. Which, yeah, and I think that was something that we don't see a lot of stars do, especially women, and they're not like allowed to. She was just like, hell yeah, I'm thick, check it out, and she was dressing for it. I mean, I loved that. Not a lot of people. And I mean, she's hot. Like, that argument can be made. Like, of course she embraced herself both ways because she's hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all don't look like that when we gain weight. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thick Rihanna
So that's
is,
why she's the ultimate babe, in my opinion.
think that's
She's
great,
like
babe.
sweet and considerate and cool and fun. And just, she seems like she would be a genuinely good person. So.
I bet that last part's not true, but she is super sexy. As she's gotten thicker, she's gotten more attractive, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all my contribution. Yeah.
That's it.
He's thinking about it. He's got his
thinking
boner to
about-
control right now.
Yeah,
Drill.
You guys take over.
I also just wonder if as I get older, I'm just like, I get more attracted to women who are also like in their 30s and like getting that
I
type
hope
of
so.
body. You know,
I feel like that's what should be normal. You know, like as you get older, you should like at least around your age. You
Yeah.
know, like the weird shit is when you're like, I'm 50 and I'm looking at a 12-year-old. It's like something is wrong with you.
Yeah, I no longer look at 12-year-olds.
Good for you, Graham.
Yeah, there was a time. I was about 13.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all? Looked at,
13-year-old
13.
Graham. I love me some 12-year-olds.
and that's about when it
I
has to
also,
stop.
I also sometimes like, you know, like with my nephew's like 17. So I see the friends and I'm just like, how do people look at the female equivalent of this and just go, yeah, like this is what I want? Like they're just they're idiots. They have soft everything.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't hot. What are you talking? You're like, that's how you know people are sick.
Male or female, they are absolute children. A 17-year-old is a child.
They look like
Child.
kids.
Yes.
They look like kids and they act like kids and they talk like kids and they're fucking stupid. I don't, what it's gross.
It is gross. And one day I'll stop DMing them.
But today's not that
Today is
day.
not that day.
Yeah,
man.
when you're 40.
Yeah, when I get called out on it.
Yeah.
When I get called out on it, then I write an apology. I say I'm a sex addict and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
A sex addict
Yeah.
for
Stay
children.
silent
You
for
have to
6 months.
Have some story about an uncle that
Yes.
really get the sympathy going.
Yeah. They're just, listen, they just dress like adults.
That's
Yeah,
it. How
that's
can you
true.
tell?
They do wear a lot of makeup.
Yep. And they're sexy, sexy little fucks.
Gross. All right.
Keep that in. All right. This is the final question, and this is a big one. This could if you've lost any kettlebells along the way, this is where you could gain them back. Oh my god! What is your favorite euphemism for sex?
Oh, I don't. You know, I would say I like when we. I don't really like have a favorite euphemism. What I have is a favorite, like when you are just like, we're gonna, facial expression, and then we, especially if there's like kids around, you're just like, and then we,
Call that the drunk aunt.
That's what I like. It's just it's just funnier to be like, and then we,
It's like how Hitchcock never showed the monster because your imagination.
Exactly.
Yes.
Your imagination takes you there.
Innuendo through sound effects and movement.
Yes.
Are you ready to?
That's good. That is good sex. I'll tell you that. It sounds like a door opening and closing. I like that.
Yeah. You know, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold tight, Marcella. We need to calculate your scores.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
You should be. Okay.
All right. So
Go.
good drugs, cigarette, and a lot of
God.
points.
Proud
What are
history.
they
the
gonna
points.
say?
The Marble family. I like that. They have.
What are they
Marble
gonna
Club.
say? I hope I get something good.
Tequila on brand.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us
Never
this
seen
day our
Stand and
daily
Deliver.
bread.
Losing points there.
Oh no, I knew I should have watched it.
She wants to fuck the whole Nintendo squad.
I
though.
like that.
That's so many kettlebells. Yeah.
And Link.
Yeah.
And wow.
And
Wow.
adding
bonus
now to
one
our
in the
answers.
end.
Bonus points
Okay,
for
we
sure.
don't normally accept that.
Oh my God,
deadline,
I'm
but,
so nervous. What could happen?
UFOs.
Still bloodlusting for Yolanda, Selena's killer.
I like that. She said she's going to kill somebody.
She
I like
is
that.
going to kill
That's good.
someone. Yeah.
Didn't care about Hillary
Como la
Baldwin.
flor.
Shred your butt. Wouldn't answer that. Might have lost a
Wouldn't
kettlebell
answer.
there.
She likes thick Rihanna. I like thick Rihanna. We have that in
I
common.
like Rihanna. I like
Come
both
on,
Rihannas.
boy.
Taller than she claims she's taller than all Chinese people. It's pretty edgy. Well, I know what that means for me. Yep. 5 kettlebells. 5 kettlebells from Marcella.
Yes. Ooh.
You earned it.
And I was sweating.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I know it's tough, but you earned it. And it also qualifies you for our next segment.
Scalding hot takes.
It's so funny.
All right. You got a scalding hot take ready to go, Graham?
Yes, I do. This one's very hot. Hot off the presses, in fact.
Okay.
So buckle up. Strap in.
I'm strapped in.
Clocks are dumb.
Okay, that is pretty
Yeah.
hot. Can you explain?
Well, you don't need them. Everyone has a phone. My girlfriend's always pissed at me because she's like, your house is like a casino. Because there's no clocks anywhere.
Yeah.
She's like,
hilarious.
what time is it? Where are we? I'm like, look at your phone.
There's also an old lady smoking cigarettes in the corner.
Yeah. There are a bunch of old ladies smoking cigarettes. Make me a coffee, boy.
Yeah, everyone has a phone now. That's true. But what about watches? Wristwatches also dumb?
I think they're dumb. I wear one, but it stopped working about 4 days ago.
That's just jewelry.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
jewelry. There's no point to a clock. I don't understand why she wants a clock. Look at your phone. She sleeps with her phone like not by the bed.
Yeah.
And then she
That's
wakes
why.
up like, where? I don't know, man. Look at your phone. Or you can go
That's
like,
why she because the health experts are saying that we can't be sleeping next to our phone. You need to get a clock, at least a bed clock. I love a clock.
I like a bed clock. Yeah.
Delete the last 30 seconds.
I look at the I do the oven with the oven thing. That's the
oven
one
thing
that
is
I
good.
look to. Yeah.
The oven thing.
Yeah, the time, like
You
a clock
sleep-
on your oven.
What, are you sleeping in
no,
your kitchen?
not in the bedroom. In the bedroom, I keep my phone by me because I can't not keep my phone by me because then I melt down if my phone isn't by me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's my only friend. It's all I have.
When I
a lot to unpack.
this is an old joke of mine, but I did the last time
we
I
don't
had
want to
one.
hear it. No, we're not.
I'm going to start from the setup. I'm going to start from the setup.
It's just so bad. Tell it. I want to hear it.
No, I'm just saying that I lived in a
good.
studio apartment, and my microwave was the clock, and like I could wake up and see it.
Yes. Oh, because the studio, you could see your kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yeah. You want to
I
show
wasn't
us
going
your
to tell
feet
the
real quick?
whole
Oh,
joke.
so
for
you're
God's
just
sakes.
angry. So you're just mad about the broke days? Is that what it is? You're traumatized from that microwave or some shit?
No, I'm just saying that that's the last time I had a clock in my room.
That's what I'm saying. You sound traumatized.
I wasn't traumatized. The best time of my life. I was free.
I was sending feet pics to every comic who asked.
Yeah.
I had not a care in the world.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
love a clock.
I don't mind a clock. Yeah,
I love
okay with
'em.
I like a nice one of those like really like oversized clocks as like a little piece of decoration
From school?
No, even bigger than that. Absurdly big. Maybe 3 feet
Why?
wide.
the hell are
I
you
think it just looks nice.
I mean, yeah, I grew up. My mom loved having clocks all around. She would get like a rooster, a teacup, all kinds of shit.
As long as they don't make
Yeah.
noise. I don't want like a thing popping
I
out
like.
and making a
Oh
sound.
yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
a cuckoo clock.
Cuckoo clock or
Tom
grandfather
Takar
clock.
has a
I
great
prefer-
joke about that.
Are you gonna repeat that
I
joke
can-
too?
I
Is
can
that what
sell
you're
it.
all you're
Let's
doing?
go,
Is doing
yeah.
material?
Let's
Everyone's
go.
material.
Oh, that was
Is what you're doing, Graham?
a little
Why
joke.
am I here? Why am I here, Graham? Why am I here?
You're here to hear Tom Takar's jokes.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why we have people here. And we should have Tom on the show, by the way. All right. I got a hot take for you.
He wouldn't do it.
I got a hot take for you.
I ask him every day. That shit.
You know what? Let's do this. I'll do this other hot take first because we're talking about comics, and I think every
I love to talk shit about comics.
few months there's like, or even like every few weeks there's like a fight online between like edgy comics and woke comics. They always you're a Nazi and you're not a real comic, and you watch
And we
it
support
unfold.
the Nazis.
And we're Team Nazi, obviously. But I think what I actually think is that we should all get together as comics and focus our rage on to cancel comics who tell audition stories during their sets.
Oh yeah.
Those are the comics who all need to be
That's
canceled.
awful.
I would rather Nazis or overly woke people than someone who's like, my bit is like, and then in the waiting room, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
worst.
that's like the new airplane material. It's awful.
I have a good joke about it being on airplanes, though.
You're the worst.
Guys, I'm just trying to get my bits out.
Graham.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Graham, you got another
We
hot
agree.
take?
We all agree with that.
We all agree with that.
Okay,
Good
perfect.
one. We hate that.
I don't think
Oh
baby.
wait, let me pause.
Sure.
I will say the only time hearing an audition story is good if it's someone who is kind of famous.
Oh, that helps. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like having a story where it's like someone's like, and then I walked in and they didn't know what they knew me from or something, and then it's just like it gets a little insidery in a way that
Yes.
we don't get to hear often. Sorry, I should turn this thing off. I didn't realize it was going off. Should I turn it off?
I don't even hear
making
it.
a little
I just
beeping
heard one
sound.
little beep.
Marcella is doing recording this in her building's elevator.
Yeah. What was that?
It's the alarm for the doors, the sensor.
Oh.
When they open, I should get rid of it. You want me to do that right now? It's
fine.
gonna keep going off.
I really
Oh.
just heard it once, but yeah. Are you
It's happened like 4 times.
are you in a bodega right now? What are you?
She's by the cereal. Her job is to help the staff get stuff off the top shelves.
Not funny, Grandma. When you said
It's a fine height.
Up to you. That's the first time I've heard it. So if you want to shut it
whatever.
down,
Okay,
if
I'm just
not.
gonna let it go.
All right. You got another hot take for us, Graham?
Baby boomers should not be allowed to vote if they can't use FaceTime.
Whoa.
If you are too out of it to understand like where to put the camera or if
I mean, here's the problem.
then how can you choose who the president is?
Yeah, but here's the problem with here's why I understand why they fuck up is because they can't see themselves. They're seeing us. So they're just like, oh, I can see you, so that's fine.
Because their eyesight is so bad, they can't see the
their eyesight
little.
is so bad, yeah. So I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made about ballot checking. Like, are you checking the right one? If you can't see your little face, how are you going
Right.
to see this little square? So
good point.
I suppose that could be argued, but that's really what it is. They just don't. They don't see it.
I think that's a really good point. But they do have glasses. A lot of them have glasses.
They do. I agree.
Yeah, and they
but
can
to
read.
focus on, they need bifocals for a FaceTime.
Maybe.
I
'Cause
would
they
have
have to
gone
be
with
able
you
to
on
see
this.
the big face.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
now you don't know what to think, huh?
Well, I would have gone with you on this until I tried to use like Snapchat or like TikTok, and I'm like, nope, I don't understand this. I don't know how to do it. But I still feel like I could probably vote. I could probably be like this guy over that guy, but I can't figure out how to like if someone replies to something on TikTok, I'm like, I don't know how to reply back to this person.
Damn,
Yes,
you
you do.
sound stupid as hell right now.
I am
Robby.
stupid as hell. It's
I know.
important.
It's really wild to learn.
It's important that people know that I'm stupid as hell.
It's my burden. He is my burden.
No, after a while, I managed to figure out TikTok. Snapchat, which came and went, I never quite got the hang of.
Kids are back on
People,
Snapchat.
yeah,
They're
people
back
use
on it.
Snapchat like crazy.
Yeah.
They never stopped using it.
I did. I did. Me and Kendall got off at the same time, and I guess she's back on, and maybe I should get back on too.
Yeah, you just do whatever she does.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
You got to keep up with them. That's the goal. That's the goal of life.
Not anymore. That's over. That show's over. You don't have to keep up with them anymore.
God, I'm fucking really bad at this.
Yeah,
You're
they're
old.
They're old. She's Kim's my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the youngest one's still young. Who's the youngest one? Kylie? Kendall?
Yeah, I think she's 21, 22.
Yeah, she's still fresh.
She's still I don't Fresh I didn't like. Fresh I did not
I
like.
just like that Kanye went in and got Kim to announce the end of the show, and then they divorced. I was like, man, what a mess that whole family is.
Yeah. And they've gotten billions of dollars for being like they've generated
I know.
billions of dollars in revenue.
I mean, I fully respect this bitch getting full blown fake lips and then being like, here's my lip gloss that I use, and being like, yeah, let's get that. That's how my lips are gonna look now. That's insane. And the fact that it worked, I was like, wow, people are stupid.
I never my ex, very smart person, but was like, you know, a feminist, but then was like all about the Kardashians.
That's a dumb woman right there. That's not a smart woman.
didn't
That's a
all about them in
self-hating
what
idiot.
way?
But
Like-
she was like, oh, I
respected them or like couldn't stop watching them? 'Cause
respected
those
them.
are different.
Respected them. Watched them. Liked the app. The app was like you could
She
buy your
played the
avatar.
game?
Yeah, you
Oh,
could buy
yeah.
your avatar
That's
like
deep. You've gone deep.
different,
Yeah.
different plastic surgeries, and it's like 12-year-old girls are
insane.
playing this.
Yeah.
That's not a feminist. That's not a feminist. She's playing a video game with the Kardashians. Like she's your ex for a reason because she was a loser. She probably still is.
Yeah, or you
nice.
couldn't hold her
was wrong.
attention. She would rather play the Kardashians app than interact with you.
That's also on me. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. She heard about that tricks
Damn.
thing. She's like, I'm not dating this simp.
Oh, Trix is a hero. I actually somehow I'd side with him for just.
If he just said, "Look, I got a kink. I made a mistake," we'd all be like, "Nah, yeah." We wouldn't love it,
I
but
mean,
we'd be
that's
like,
what's
"All
funny.
right."
That's what's funny to me is like straight dudes are the most forgiving.
Yeah.
You know, like they really will be the most forgiving when it comes to shit like that. Like, you got me good, buddy. I fucked up, but I accept your apology.
But I mean this genuinely. If like if a friend of mine was like, "Hey, can I have a picture of your feet so I can jack off to them?" I'd just be like, "Yeah, sure. Take a picture of my feet."
I don't think that's
It's
true.
not
I truly don't give a shit. It's just a picture of my feet. To me, it's nothing. If it has value to them,
because
take
next,
it.
You're just gonna have a coffee with this person in 2 weeks and know that they were like, "Yeah," like alone in their room.
I mean, how many times? How many times have you had?
I guess if he's buying the coffee, then it's fine.
Oh, he's buying the coffee.
Have you ever had coffee with a woman that you're never going to have sex with that at some point you have thought about sexually and then been very normal at that coffee? Be honest.
I don't know if I'd been normal. I think I've been like, "How you doing?" That's cool. I've been cool. Yeah. I still like hot coffee. And a lot of people like iced coffee these days.
more.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Well, I'm giving, and anyone is welcome to jack off to
I mean,
any
just a
part of my
cool
body
guy.
they would
I do.
like.
That's why I do sometimes, like when I want to do my, post my pedicure or whatever, new shoes or something. I'm just like, give it to him, let him have it, because it doesn't have value to me. But I will also say that I would not, if I knew that one of those dudes was doing that, I would be like, ew, you're weird.
It is weird. It's definitely
It's a little weird.
for sure, but I'm not super bothered by it. I don't think.
Doesn't hurt you, but I think it would affect that relationship.
I think that, the other reason that it's weird is because like there are sex workers that exist so that people can have these fetishes and not feel any guilt or shame or weird around the people that surround them. And I feel like that's where they should be. That's where they should be going. But that's the problem is part of the kink.
Yes.
Part of the kink is that they know you don't know or you don't want it, or you know what I mean. That's where it gets fucking weird.
Oh right.
So
yeah.
no one wants your consensual feet, Robbie.
Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm also one of those people who
Not even your lady.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't. My second toe is longer than my big toe, and I think that devalues my feet
I think it does.
right out the
It
gate.
does.
you know?
Some people like that.
You're like a ripped $10 bill. The bodega's like, I guess.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. All right. I got another scalding hot take for you. There's big clashes right now in New York between the police and citizens in Washington Square Park.
Yes.
Because rich people around Washington Square Park complained about all the noise there.
Yes.
It's traditionally been a park that people hang out late at night. They put a 10 p.m. curfew on it. And now cops are like forcing people out at 10 p.m. There's been some clashes. It's not going well. There's violence. And my scalding hot take is I think it's bad that keeping the peace falls to an organization staffed by all the worst people from your high school.
Yes.
I think that's a mistake.
That's a good point.
I think that's a bad way to handle things.
Yeah. I'm not one of these people who think that all cops are bastards, but I have been
Get
arrested.
me out of here.
I have been arrested. I have been put in jail. And my interaction with New York police officers in that instance was that they were all fucking dumb. The ones I talked to. They were all real dumb guys.
Yeah. What were you arrested for?
I was arrested for making fun of my friend for doing graffiti by doing graffiti myself. And then they caught me.
You were arrested for an ironic crime?
They caught me.
You fucking idiot.
And then they attacked me from behind, and they were unmarked police. They just drove up on the curb in an unmarked car, and they were wearing like sweaters. And I didn't see them, and they attacked me from behind, and I elbowed one in the face.
Oh, that's a problem.
Ooh.
And
I
they
got,
hate that.
And I got charged with assaulting a police officer.
That's
and
a hardcore charge.
And I almost
Yeah.
went to jail and never got a green card. But there was a video camera across the street for a different store that caught it.
Lucky. Yeah.
And I was lucky to have a good public defender. And I remember I kept sending her edible arrangements so she would stay on my case.
She probably wanted cash.
Yeah.
Marcella?
Yeah, I don't know if that helped.
Do you have any hot takes of your own you'd like to throw our way?
My hot take is that this podcast stinks.
Well,
That is a hot take because most people
scalding
think
hot.
it's great.
Yeah, no one agrees with you.
Yeah.
And you look like an idiot now.
Yeah.
You're doing so well, and now
Yeah.
you look foolish.
Yeah, and I don't know how I can tell because it's video, but you smell.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're getting that. We're getting that.
I am
through
kind of
this
sweaty. It's hot over here. Damn it.
The elevator
hot
doesn't have a
inside,
lot
too.
of vents.
Okay, well then, Marcella, do you have any advice for Graham and I on how we can be more edgy? Keep in mind, he was arrested for assaulting an officer while doing graffiti.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe like don't stretch out the collars on your t-shirts. You guys look like schlubby as fuck right now.
This is a new shirt. This is a...
From here, you just look like, I don't know. I don't have any advice, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't prepare. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to think about us.
Yeah, you don't need, you don't at all.
We're not worth it.
While we have you here, before we drop off, tell the people what you have to promote, where they can find you, all that stuff.
Marcella Comedy is all my social media stuff, and I'm in Sacramento Punchline June 24th through the 26th. Headlining. That's my first headlining weekend back. And then I'm in at the Bell House in New York July 31st. 2 shows.
Two
socially
shows at the Bell
distanced.
House. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in New York, I go to those Bell House shows. Those are going to be great. Marcella is super funny.
Where do you
One of
get
my
tickets?
favorites. Yeah, where do you get tickets to that show?
Bell House?
thebellhousenewyork.com. Sacramento is punchlinesac.com.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
So funny. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for
This was-
coming.
This was interesting.
Get the fuck off of my screen. Go away.
Thanks, guys.
This was great. Thank you for doing it, Marcella. That was Marcella.
That was fun.
She's great, right?
Yeah, she hurt my feelings and I liked it.
That's kind of her MO. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, it's all rumors. She's not mean. She's a sweetheart.
She is.
She's a sweetheart. She is super funny. And yeah, if you're in New York, check out that Bell House show for sure. I don't know how many Sacramento listeners we have, but if you're there, check her out there too.
We have some, I'm sure.
A couple Sacktown folks. Mm-hmm. Check Graham and I out as well.
I think we have a couple in Stockton.
Yeah, we definitely got some big Stockton followers.
Got some fans in Stockton.
Get me on Twitter at Robby Slovic, Instagram at Robby Slovic. I don't have any shows or anything to plug besides this one.
All right, folks, I got some shows to plug. Graham K. You can go buy tickets at grahamkcomedy.com for shows in Chattanooga on June 18th and Atlanta, Georgia, June 19th.
You should talk about that all the time. It's a great radio voice.
I am on the radio. And weather outside is 74 degrees, overcast, slight chance of rain in the afternoon. I did not bring an umbrella.
Well, I think it's time to tell the people what we tell them every week.
Fuck you.